This is the Dollemore Daily, and I'm Jesse Dollemore. So the little bigot Lauren Boebert is at it again. We've already watched her ramble on and tell lies about her colleagues, calling them the jihad squad, with her anti-Muslim bigotry on full display. And now there's a report that she's actually responded to, so it's not just a story. She's admitted to the allegations in the story that she accosted a group of tourists, Jews who were wearing yarmulkes on an elevator, and asked them if they were casing the joint. Are you guys doing reconnaissance, she says? A sitting member of Congress. Tell me that the Republican Party is not filled to the brim with disgusting bigots, and I will laugh in your face because you are not in tune with the political realities that we face today. I'm going to read from this BuzzFeed News article. Representative Lauren Boebert asked a group of Jewish Capitol visitors if they were doing reconnaissance. The Colorado Republican left the visitors confused after a short encounter. Representative Lauren Boebert left a group of Jewish visitors to the Capitol bewildered Thursday morning when she asked them if they were doing reconnaissance after seeing them at an elevator at the Capitol. Members of the group, which was meeting with a different congressman, were wearing yarmulkes, and the person coordinating the group is Orthodox with a traditional beard. One witness said the group, along with other members of Congress, was waiting for an elevator. When the doors opened, Boebert stepped out of the elevator and looked the group of visitors from head to toe, the witness said. Boebert then asked if they were there to conduct reconnaissance. When I heard that, I actually turned to the person sitting next to me and asked, "Did you just hear that?" A rabbi who was with the group told BuzzFeed News. Quote, "You know, I'm not sure to be offended or not," the rabbi said. "I was very confused." The rabbi added that people are very sensitive now, especially after what happened in Texas this past weekend when an armed man held 4 people hostage at a synagogue. Now, this should come as no surprise. The high school dropout, Lauren Boebert, has no shame. I know people criticize me when I say that. That, well, you shouldn't malign her for having dropped out of college or out of high school and getting her GED. It is a dig on her. It's not a dig on your personal situation. She's a member of Congress. And clearly, listen, I know lots of people who dropped out of high school, who got their GED. But they did so, and they have tried to better themselves and educate themselves throughout their life. That is not the case with Lauren Boebert. Lauren Boebert is wallowing in her ignorance and stupidity and bigotry. Maybe if Congresswoman Boebert would pick up a goddamn book, maybe meet some people who don't look and think and believe like her, she wouldn't be such a vile and sinister and wicked little bigot. Boebert told BuzzFeed News that she was referencing the many comments that have been directed at her from Democrats about Capitol tours prior to the January 6th attack, adding that some people present got it. "I saw a large group and made a joke. Sadly, when Democrats see the same, they demonize my family for a year straight," she said in a text. So she's taking out her angst about the media coverage of her on a random group of tourists, on a random group of people who don't believe like her, who don't look like her. "I'm too short to see anyone's yarmulkes," she added. Boebert has repeatedly come under criticism from Democrats and others for her comments in the year she's been in office. In November, anti-Muslim remarks she directed at Representative Ilhan Omar led to a flurry of debate among House Democrats over whether or not to formally reprimand her. She has, at the same time, grown in influence in the... and this is why this is important. This last paragraph I'm going to read is why this is critically important. Because she's not just some rando. She is being held in esteem by her colleagues, given leadership positions. Her star is rising in the Republican Party. It's no longer just the wacky little congresswoman who carries a gun around everywhere with her. She's not just a novelty. She is getting leadership positions. She has, at the same time, BuzzFeed's news writes, grown in influence in the right wing of her party. There is no right wing of the Republican Party. It's all right wing. There's extreme right wing, and then there's extreme right wing. Boebert was tapped as the communications chair of the House Freedom Caucus. In her announcement, she said she'll work diligently to make sure the caucus's message and the powerful message of each member are delivered to the American people. What message is that, Congresswoman Boebert? That you're a filthy fucking bigot? That you're asking Jews if they're casing the joint? If they're conducting a recon mission in the Capitol? When you were giving tours prior to January 6th, when tours were unauthorized. Disgusting. Ugly. Gross. What do you think, though? I would love if someone would dissent. Yeah, the easiest way to get yourself on a voicemail response video, dissent with this. I'm sure the bigoted troll from Oklahoma who calls all the time has something to say. Huh? 714-576-4054. Email me daily at Dollemore.com. I've had enough of this. I've had enough of Republicans covering for one another and their bigotry. And I hope you have too. Follow me on social media. I'm at Dollemore just about everywhere. Twitter, Instagram, TikTok. And if I bring you value, whether that be outrage at the nonsense or a laugh occasionally, not today, please consider supporting my work here on the platform for as little as $1.99 a month. You can become a channel member. Click the join button below, see what's involved for as little as $1.99. I mean, I was going to say it's not even a cup of coffee, but it's like a third of a cup of coffee now. Or you can go over to patreon.com/IDoubtItPodcast. Both those are great ways to help grow and support what I do here. This new year is going to be full of new additions to the program. Living right here in Washington, D.C. is opening up a whole bunch of new opportunities because of the proximity that I have to these types of assholes. I love you guys. I'll see you next time. Until I do, be genuine. Take care of one another.